Hey everybody, it's Dr. Nicole with Healing Hands of Manahawkin, and this is our patient of the month.
Hey!
Sal. And Sal, first of all, tell everybody if you don't mind. If
Absolutely.
you do,
No.
If you do, don't say it. But how old are you?
I'm 34.
You're 34 years old.
Yeah.
You started care in our office how long ago?
First week in September, so 2 months.
About a couple months, about
Yeah.
8 weeks now.
Almost
so
yeah.
You're about 2/3 of the way through. You're only your first phase of spinal correction.
Yep.
And first of all, I want to tell everybody you're patient of the month this month.
Patient of the month.
Because this guy is so serious about achieving improved overall health and wellness that I don't think he's ever missed a visit. And if you have, I know for sure beyond a shadow of a doubt, you made that visit up within the time period that you're supposed to make it up so that you don't have any regression, right?
And always on time.
Oh, you're always on time.
Yep.
Yeah, and you got patient of the month for so many reasons. One of those reasons being is the awesome, amazing changes that he's had in his body. Now, before I'm going to have Sal explain some of the changes that he's had, but you know, most of the time when people come in to see me, what typically initially brings them in is some kind of neck or back pain. And truth be told, and this is part of my mission sharing this with you guys, is that chiropractic was never founded as a treatment for neck and back pain. And some of you might be listening to this and being like, well, then why would I go to a chiropractor? So just as a quick aside, basically the reason why chiropractic is essential for living a healthy life is because your spine encases your spinal cord. And in order to have maximum performance in your body, you have to have a healthy spinal cord because your brain controls the entire performance in your body. It controls everything about your body. It controls how you perceive the world. It controls how you feel day to day. And it certainly coordinates every motion, every movement, every function, every organ in the body. And the brain does that by sending energy through the spinal cord. So now what we know from recent research, data, and science is that when the spine and the spinal cord are in a certain position, the transmission of information from the brain to the body can be maximized. So when we maximize that transmission from your brain to your body cell, your body is better able to do extraordinary things.
And a better lifestyle, which
is
what everyone wants. And you know, being a physical athlete, doing mountain biking and surfing has completely changed my life in the past 8 weeks. I mean, before I started this, I wouldn't even be able to turn my neck all the way to the right or to the left, and that's huge when you're doing mountain biking or surfing. So I have these ladies to thank, you know, like so much. You know, you guys put me on the right path, and you know, I could see my future being super bright with you know, being physically and mentally stronger, which is huge for me.
Yeah, and so one of the things you just told me, which is why I wanted to do this quick video, is you're how old again?
34.
You're 34, so you're like not a spring chicken,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not old,
yeah.
But
in the
you
middle.
know, you're in the middle, and you certainly are an athlete. But he's not just an athlete, like he's an extreme sports athlete. So you've had certainly significant traumas throughout the course of your lifetime. Can you tell everybody who's watching this video, what's been the difference? What's been like the biggest difference in your body performance starting chiropractic care, you know, now versus before chiropractic care? What's in performance?
The biggest thing is just my neck in general. You know, not being able to turn my neck, it just feels so smooth when it moves, and that was really nagging me in the past, and now I don't have that problem. So that's the main.
That's the main thing. And
yeah.
Now you told me that you did 4 different extreme sports this weekend. What were the 4 that you did this weekend?
So I started off with yoga, which is a nice soothing breathing exercise, and then I went and did a mountain bike ride. And that felt amazing on my neck, just being able to look up and turn, and when I'm hitting turns, being able to just like adjust my neck and not even think about it, to be honest. And then I went and did a full day of paintballing with my friends for 8-hour paintball day, running around, sliding, shooting people with markers, and then I topped it off with a surf session right before I came here, actually this afternoon, and just everything feels so good and smooth, and it feels great. Yeah.
If you didn't start correcting your condition in your neck and in your rest of your spine, because we found the funny part about this is that we found that you had some postural distortions and conditions in other parts of your spine that that weren't even affecting you.
Yeah, because I guess my neck was just hitting me so hard that didn't really notice anything else.
Kind of forgot about
Yeah.
everything else. Isn't
Yeah.
that true? How we have a tendency to do that.
Yep.
Now, if you weren't getting adjusted and taking care of your spine, where do you think that your body would have performed at the level that?
I honestly don't believe it would perform as well. I probably wouldn't have done as many things, and I probably would have slept one of those days off because of trying to recover and trying to get my body back when, now it's back.
So your recovery time is a lot shorter.
I feel like I'm 21 again, to be honest. Like, it might sound like I'm just saying that, but, I feel a lot younger, which is what everyone wants to be, is feel younger. And that's where I'm at. I'm 34, but I feel like I'm 24.
Awesome. So you restored your youth, you restored your vitality, you restored your body's performance.
Yeah.
Your body is way more coordinated in the activities that you love to do.
And I just feel more confident too. I mean, having a distorted body, which, everyone gets that at some point, you don't want to be not straight, so it's just a good feeling, and mentally that's the biggest part, is mental. I feel like mentally stronger. Physically, that's just part of the game, but mentally I feel a lot better too, which is huge. Yeah,
that is huge. And if you were not taking care of your nervous system, where do you think your life would be in like 5 years?
Probably, at another doctor, or trying to figure out something.
Just kind of pushing it.
It'd be going downhill, which is not what we want, especially as we get older. I want to be 60, 70 years old and still mountain biking and surfing and doing all the things that I love to do, because life is short. So you got to get after it while you can when you're young, and even when you're old too. So that's the goal.
That is the goal.
Yeah.
Do you think there'll ever be a time that you don't take care of your spine?
No, I honestly, from learning so much from Dr. Nicole and Dr. Laura about my spine, it has changed my whole thought process of everything. And it all makes sense. If your spine is out of whack, then everything that comes out of it that feeds your whole entire body is all struggling. And then when they're struggling, that's when you have problems. And we don't want problems. We want to be as healthy and fit as possible.
Amen, my friend. All right, is there anything else you want to say to the people that are watching?
Come try it out. Honestly, it's not one visit that's going to make a big difference. It's a couple weeks of, it took me about 2 weeks to really feel a big change, and now I'm sticking with it and going with it, and love it. It's doing good. So get out and take care of your body. You deserve it.
Awesome, Sal. Thank you.